Kaleb Cooper hints at difficult Clarkson's Farm filming and what we can expect in Season 4. Clarkson's Farm Season 4 is expected to hit Amazon Prime Video in 2025. Amazon Prime's hit documentary series Clarkson's Farm looks like it's in for a rough ride when it comes to Season 4. And that's according to none other than the breakout star of the critically acclaimed series, Kaleb Cooper. Cooper will once again be front and center of the fourth outing of the Prime Video show after being promoted to farm manager in Season 3. Looking after 500 acres of arable land, think crops, for his boss Jeremy Clarkson, it has given the Top Gear man the time to focus on what is becoming a growing passion for him, alternative farming, which for Season 4 is widely expected to include running a nearby £1 million pub. Other stars from Season 3 have already confirmed they are returning once again, with Cooper himself previously giving hints at what we can expect from Season 4. It comes after Diddley Squat Farm was hit by disaster in June. Sharing a picture of sodden farmland from a helicopter, Clarkson wrote, "It's going to be a rough year. All that seed sowed, drowned with the constant rain." Well, going by the latest update from Cooper, things seemingly haven't got any better in the month since. Posting to his Instagram stories, the 26-year-old hinted at what is to come in the fourth outing of the show, and it doesn't sound promising. "I can sense this being an interesting and difficult season," he wrote. "We really don't need this rain in July after the winter we had," facepalm emoji. Cooper is known for his passion for farming, and equally, his passion when it comes to things going wrong preventing him from doing his job. In June, he shared a picture from his tractor seat of a flooded tractor path. Sarcastically captioning it, he wrote, "Great year we have had." The first 3 seasons of Clarkson's Farm have shone a light on the perils of the farming industry, which very much includes a successful year being put down to whether the weather has been kind or not. It's a huge reason why Jeremy himself pushed alternative farming in the 3rd season due to worries over the arable land being a write-off. We're talking his honey, or bee juice as he brands it, jams made from berries on his land, hawkstone lager made from his barley, and even growing mushrooms. Clarkson has hinted at other forms of alternative income for Season 4, which ranges from walking sticks to running a pub. Kaleb Cooper shares worrying prediction for farm future as he faces difficult scenario. "Don't need this." Kaleb Cooper has opened up on the interesting and difficult situation he and Jeremy Clarkson now face at Diddley Squat Farm. Over the past few months, both Clarkson's Farm stars have been sharing concerning updates regarding the impact tumultuous weather conditions have had on the Chipping Norton farm. In June, Clarkson sparked concern after posting an aerial shot of his farm ravaged by rain, admitting it's going to be a tough year. And Cooper echoed this just a few days later when he shared an image of flooded parts of the farm's fields with his 2.7 million followers. Sadly for both men and the rest of the Diddley Squat family, it appears fortunes have failed to turn. Taking to Instagram on Monday night, Cooper didn't share an image from the farm, but instead posted a worrying message about the state of affairs. He wrote on his Instagram stories, "I can sense this being an interesting and difficult season. We really don't need this rain in July after the winter we had," he added, alongside a facepalm emoji. Rain has ravaged Oxfordshire, where Clarkson's Farm is situated, and the forecast shows more is to come in the next week or so with no respite in sight. Clarkson has delved into exactly how impactful adverse weather has on farmers in his Amazon Prime Video series, revealing he only made £144 in his debut year running the farm. The weather seems to be the latest in a string of unfortunate circumstances facing Cooper of late after he was hospitalized earlier this month. In a Snapchat update obtained by Daily Star, Cooper shared an image while waiting in a hospital ward. He didn't disclose why he was there but wrote in the accompanying caption, "I must say I have grown a disliking to being sat in hospitals. Think I'm growing a fear of them." However, it hasn't all been bad news for Clarkson and co at Diddley Squat in recent weeks after the 64-year-old finally managed to purchase his very own pub in the countryside. While he's admitted there's a lot of work to do before he can open it to the public, work is underway on the pub in Burford, Oxfordshire. But for some fortunate punters, including Cooper, Clarkson did open the doors of the windmill to a select few this past weekend to watch England's Euro 2024 final defeat to Spain. Hawkstone, Clarkson's own beer brand, shared a clip to its Instagram page showing Clarkson behind the bar pouring pints for his customers. The caption explained, "Last night we got a bit overexcited thinking that England might, so we accidentally opened our very unfinished pub for the game. More news to follow of a real opening much later in the summer or autumn. #back British farming drink Hawkstone. Sick." Cooper will reunite with Clarkson and the likes of Lisa Hogan, Charlie Ireland, Gerald Cooper and many more when the fourth season of Clarkson's Farm arrives on Amazon Prime Video next year. Kaleb Cooper shares Clarkson's Farm fears as he makes difficult confession. Kaleb Cooper has shared his concerns over this season being a difficult harvest after a year of bad weather. Clarkson's Farm star Kaleb Cooper expressed fears about a lack of crops after the BBC issued a severe weather warning for England. A spokesperson urgently warned, "Outbreaks of rain, heavy at times with a risk of thunder, are expected to develop later on Monday afternoon, then move northwards through the evening and overnight. Immediate action is advised." On his Instagram story, Kaleb typed frantically, "I can sense this being an interesting and difficult season. We really don't need this rain after the summer we have had." The Met Office advised that property owners should check whether flooding in their area is likely external and prepare an emergency flood kit. It comes as Kaleb's co-star Jeremy Clarkson opened the doors to his Oxfordshire pub for the Euro 2024 final on Sunday night. With England flags adorned across the pub walls, spirits were high and the beer was flowing despite the agonizing result for Gareth Southgate and his team. Dozens of people, including Kaleb, turned up at the windmill, nestled in 5 acres of countryside near Burford, to enjoy a glass of Hawkstone Lager. Jeremy shared a video on Instagram from the evening showing himself pouring pints behind the bar. Unsurprisingly, Kaleb was there, and like most England fans at the weekend, he did not hold back on the booze, and he's still suffering the consequences this week. In the latest video on the Hawkstone Instagram account, Kaleb can be seen nursing his hangover with a non-alcoholic beverage. Accompanying the video, the caption read, "Kaleb might have joined the pub opening a tad too early, but he did relish a pint of his favorite hedgerow cider, now available for pre-order." In the video, Kaleb admitted he had too many drinks on Sunday evening as he enjoyed a pint of Vimto, which he branded a kid's drink. The pub, roughly 20 minutes away by car from Diddley Squat Farm, is expected to be a hit with tourists who will travel far and wide to enjoy a glass of Hawkstone. Kaleb also recently announced a professional progression away from the Amazon show. As Clarkson's indispensable assistant, he is set to launch his third farming book, "It's a Farming Thing," reported The Mirror. He shared the excitement on Instagram, claiming, "I've got some inspiring news, which I'm really excited about, and that is, I've done my first book, The World According to Kaleb. I've done my second book, Britain According to Kaleb. And now, this is my third book." He further expressed, "This book holds a special place in my heart, as it's dedicated to my late granddad, who was my everything. He was my rock, he was my drive, and that's why I drive and work so hard these days. I think because I want to take over the world as a young person basically."